Okay. So I guess I'm trying to do a video where I do a little bit of talking and like explain why I have picked up painting and drawing and what it brings to me, I guess. A lot of times I'm very critical of my own artwork, I guess. And I was listening to somebody talk about it today, and they said, well, you spent your life with it. You see it every day. So you're going to pick it apart. You're going to always look for what you could have done better or compare yourself to somebody else. And just when people look at it and go, that's really good, and you're always going, oh, it could be much better, because of whether it's something on social media or just your thoughts about what you do in general. But I think that I've kind of gotten over that a little bit. Not to say, I've got a big head about it, but I think everybody's art is great. First, you set up small little standards for yourself. Like, I drew something today, or I painted something today, or I created today. Good, bad, indifferent. And the ability, people, I hear a lot, well, I can't draw, or I can't do that. Yes, you can. The only ability you have to have is if you can hold a pencil. And I've seen amazing stuff for people who have lost a hand or had some sort of accident. And I've seen people draw amazing artwork with, or paint, or whatever, create without even using their hands. So when somebody says, I can't do this or I can't do that, that's just nonsense, really, because you can. It's just you don't want to try. Either you're far too critical of yourself based on your expectations or whatever. You can do it, and you should do it. Everything's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be right. It's not going to be what you want every time you do it. But the more you practice, the better you get. And, I think it takes a lot to take that first step and to try to create something. You just sit down with a sketchbook and a pencil or a pen and do your thing. Create, make what you want to create become a reality. And who cares if somebody doesn't like it or somebody thinks it's rubbish? It's yours. It doesn't matter. And I think that can kind of relay itself to a lot of things. I think we spend a lot of time worrying about what somebody else thinks about what we create or what we make, and we shouldn't. It should be for us. That's kind of why you do it, I think. It's there's something magical about sitting down and just spending time with yourself, being in your own mind and creating something. And I hear always, I can't do that. You can, you just don't. So do it. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. If you want to share it, share it. I mean, but it's a good way. Like, I know I share things because I like constructive criticism, but I also like when people see something and they get some enjoyment out of it. That makes me feel good. Um, Sometimes you may post something or you may show somebody something. It doesn't. You may think it's amazing, but they don't think so, and it's okay. It just sets it up to where next time I'll do better. Um, or you can kind of pick it apart, and you can let other people pick it apart. Um, you know, what I've learned, posting on social media, it's like TikTok and things like that, is you get feedback from other artists, like other people who are creating, like, whoa, what do you use here? What did you do here? How did you get that way? And I ask the same thing because you can learn. And that's always good. So yeah, it's been something that I've started doing recently, and making a point to make it happen, just to give myself some clarity. I think there's a lot of time spent like looking on a phone or something like that where you could be making something, you could be creating something, you could be sharpening your own skills, doing something, learning something, I don't know. But instead we don't, or we may not. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm speaking completely out of turn, but I just don't see as big of a push for people to learn to do things, pick up skills. And I'm just doing this in a sketchbook. It's just complete nonsense. Just some house, some little cabin in the woods that I saw a picture of, and I thought, that'd be neat to draw, or try to draw. Who knows? May not do as good a job as I want, but I'm trying. And you only get so many chances to try. So just try, I guess. I don't know. No, that's what goes wrong. All right, so now I'm just gonna do the same thing I always do. And if you watch these things and you'd like to see me do something different, that's motivation as well. There may be something that I haven't thought of that I would enjoy doing. So just comment, or however you do it, message me. I think that would be neat. I know some people who sent me pictures of stuff they'd like drawings or paintings of, and I'm gonna get on those things. But yeah, send me some challenges, I guess. Everything's challenging in a way, but it would be nice to get some different ideas. Just always remember, if you want it to look as accurate as possible, I'm probably not the one, but if you say, hey, just do some art, make it yours, I can probably do that for you. Yeah, like I said, remember, overcritical about our art. That's me. But I'll have a good time and I'll like making it for you, and I will hope that you like it. Just like with photography, like people ask me, hey, can you take pictures of this or that? And I'll say yes, because I love to take pictures, and then I'll either mess up and I'm late getting them. I put too much pressure on myself. But then I get upset, and yeah, it's not a good time for anybody then, because I've committed to something that I didn't do. So if you need it done by a certain time, or if it's a commission, it's a different story. I don't know, probably, I don't even know if I do commission work, because it's just a lot of pressure that I don't want to put myself under or let anybody down, if you know what I'm saying. But I'd like to live here, though. But it'd be hard to, I guess maybe not hard to build, but definitely will stand the test of time if your house is made of stone. So I'm not, normally I paint on cotton. Like, I've been using this, Baohang Chinese Academy Academy watercolor paper. I don't think it's much different than the artists, but I like arches normally, but it's big, and I hate cutting down big pages. Just I feel it's wasteful, because I like them a certain size, but yeah, this is just sketch pad paper. They say it might snow tomorrow. Gosh, I hope not. One, can't drive. That's really been wearing me down. But two, it's just a pain in the butt when it snows around here. There's something. Some sort of little house. Woods. Alright, so soft paper. It's gonna get all wrinkly and all that stuff, but I'll add a little color to it because why not, right? Sorry. Okay, try now. So I guess it'll be a kind of a gray stone house. It'll be so if the light's coming this way, maybe trying to think, maybe it'll be coming this way, like this way. So this will all be bright. We'll have shadow here. So this will all be shadowy. There's glass here, so you might have a reflection of the glass. And that's a roof here, so we're gonna make that like a darker. I don't know if I said anything correctly in this video, but I just felt it would be nice to say something instead of just having drawings and music. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll be better to just have drawings and music. I don't know. Maybe that's more relaxing. Maybe that's what people want. But I just thought I'd talk about art for a little while and what I think art is, what it means to me, what I think about. I love art. I've always been an artistic person, I guess. I remember, it's funny because my office is directly across the street from where my art teacher told me that I had some talent and that I should pursue art. And this was in, I don't know, some grade where I was really, really young. And I remember we had a cultural arts contest in our school, and the theme was Martin Luther King's I Had a Dream. And I was, I think, maybe kindergarten or first grade, but I remember the picture I drew. My dream was of, like, I think a bicycle or ice cream, I think. And I drew a kid with a little dream bubble above his head. It had nothing to do with Dr. King or what it really meant. I guess I wasn't able to kind of understand what his dream was, but I knew what my dream was, and my dream was about ice cream. And I won like first place in the school's cultural arts contest. I have no idea. I mean, maybe it was done by age and the fact that I was a young person and drew something that was somewhat coherent. But I remember I had, like, my best friend when I was in elementary school was also a very talented artist, and we used to just draw things all the time. That's what we did in school for the most part. We drew stuff, and it was but that was my first, like, oh, I might be good at something, I guess, and I should keep doing it. So then I went to community college, and we have a art school, like a community college. It's called a virtual arts center, or at least that's what they called it at the time. But I went there, and there were a lot of good artists. But I wasn't very focused on school in any way, shape, or form. And I just didn't follow through. And yeah, so it's always just been a hobby for me. But I like it. I love it, really. All aspects of it. My wife is a great artist. My children are all amazing art. It's not and like I said, it's not the fact that you're like born with this talent. It's that they are talented, but everybody's talented. I think everybody has the ability to create great art. It's just, I don't know, we let ourselves get in the way. And that happens with a lot of things, I think. Just me saying that, but I think that does happen with a lot of things. I think there are people in this world that are, there's some things you don't have to try to do. There's some things that can be, I guess, I don't know what I'm really trying to say at all. Some people can work for things and they just come naturally, I guess. But there's some things that don't have to come naturally. I think there's some things that you can just do. I had heard a person say, like, when you were a child and you were learning to walk, you didn't fall down and say, you know what, I'm not walking anymore. This walking stuff's for the birds. You had to try. And young people can keep trying things until they figure it out. As a grown-up, a lot of times we just let things get in our way. We let our own mindset get in our way. We let what we think people are going to think about us. We let failure get in our way. A lot of us, it's funny, like as a child, you know, failure may be frustrating, but you don't let it stop you. You're like, okay, I'll get back up and do it again. But as an adult, we like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to fail. And it gets in our way. And we shouldn't let it. What's the worst that can happen? You have to try again? Somebody's going to laugh at you? I thought we got over that shit when we were kids. Like people making fun of you. Yeah. I don't know. But anyhow, this is going to be a longer thing because I can't speed it up like I do the other videos. But that's okay. Every now and again, I guess it's good to have something slow. Something slow. That's the way my head works. Plus, it's nice sometimes just to have a chat. Be cooler if you could chat back, but okay.